Y'all ready for the back nine? Because I know I am. My name is AJ Risley. Welcome to the Kansas City Wide Open coverage presented by JomezPro. Joined in the booth by Robert McCall. We got some sponsors today, Robert?
Yeah, we got Discraft sponsoring our coverage and the tournament itself, as well as the Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund. So thank you guys.
Wow, well done.
For making this happen. Lead card's putting on quite a show right now. Paul McBeth, 6 under through 9 holes. Isaac Heinen, 3 under with AJ Risley just behind. Several birdies, couple bogeys.
Yeah.
And then Jake Lazzo currently sitting at even as we see our top 10 there on the right side.
For the rest of the field, we got Chris Clemens, Zach Johnson, Peter Burst, Nicola Castro.
Yep. Got Joe Hesting, and then at the bottom of the top 10, at the top 10,
at the bottom of the top 10.
AJ Risley and I are
Your
holding
boys.
our spot. Here, boy. Well, Kale isn't here, but we are here. So,
here we go, hole 10.
Yeah, uphill.
289 uphill. I mean, we can give our descriptions at the same time if
I think
you
why don't you take it?
Yeah, it's uphill. There's some trees. It's an interesting, very interesting shape of the hole. And this is a decent play from McBeth. Little forehand, but just a little bit turned over.
Yeah, if that's on Heiser, he's parked.
Sure.
But yeah, the height up the hill is very good there.
This is a typical play that you'll see from most people. Something a little understable, and this is just beautiful. Watch out, Mike. Ooh, and cars stop, rims still spinning. He'll have circle's edge look for birdie. I'm going criminal. I'm going to take the road less traveled a la Robert Frost.
Ah, the Heiser.
The force flex.
Oh, force flex. And that has made all the difference.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Ah, thanks, Mike.
Yeah, this is not an obvious line off the tee, but I had looked at the Heiser, but I never tried it. And so, yeah, you just forcing it over a bit made that gap a little bit wider. Then once you're past that first gap, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's a great shot.
Just kind of fights its way back up the hill with that overstable finish.
Yeah, a little bit left for Jake here. He's going to be on the left side of the basket, putting downhill toward it, probably a little bit outside the circle. McBeth can see half the basket here.
Oh.
Just low, and there's runaway green all behind that as well.
For sure.
Very intimidating.
Yeah. But I think he's made those in the past.
But
so that
once or twice.
Yeah.
He has some confidence.
He was kind of going off of that. Ooh. Good run from Jake.
Little extra action. It's just like we said.
Okay.
That happens at Waterworks, and if that for some reason is a degree or two more stood up, that could be at the bottom of the hill over by 8's basket. Ooh, big time putt for Isaac. Downhill behind, no big. Waving to his adoring fans. It's a good look.
There were a lot of them out there.
It was a nice gallery.
It was a great gallery for a Friday afternoon. Jake.
Good par save there.
Another circle's edge par save. He's just pouring them in. Paul McBeth still out, but speed of play, I'll go ahead and tap in.
Nice. Oh, you did kind of the stall hanging the chains for a second. Style points.
Yeah, we were, Paul was, points out right there. It's like, your putts, again, they're still not right. They're not like getting to the pole. Those Mach X's are strong.
Lots of chains. Moving over to hole 11, 309. I think it plays a little bit longer than that. With the uphill and thick grass, you're probably looking to throw a 330 or 340-foot shot to get all the way up there.
Yeah.
Coming in as one of the easier holes on the day with a 2.86 scoring average. A lot of pars taken out here today. In fact, 70% of the field taking the par 3.
Yeah, there's a couple different routes. Really, it's just this big tree that Isaac goes inside of. That's what you want to do. Wow, he found like a little bit of concrete there and got a little extra action. That's something else.
Yeah, that was honestly an unlucky skip because otherwise he's 15, but now he's probably closer to 30.
Yeah, and I'm going back to the criminal well, but fan grip instead of power grip doesn't quite get the power to get up over the crest of the hill and back into the green.
Yeah, just
so
a little
looking at a long one. I want to say this is a buzz.
That's what I thought it was.
From McBeth, ESP, swirly ESP buzz, and he just centers that tree.
Yeah, that was tracking to be parked very nicely. Instead, he'll have about 45, 50.
Right.
Jake's going to take the flex forehand. this is a deceptively difficult shot. This has to have air and then get a little extra push. It's done both of those things. Wow, I can't imagine throwing a shot like that. That's a great shot.
It's the force flex forehand.
It's kind of like Full Send Friday, but different.
I mean, that's what he did. Yeah,
It was awesome.
I didn't have much.
Yeah,
that
not much
tree
there.
was way in my way.
40 for McBeth. Tree on his right. No mind.
Yep. Easy money.
Like the focus, just anticipating it getting to the basket. Beautifully done for McBeth.
Yeah, great putt.
Another casual wave. Well, Isaac, I didn't think that concrete was going to make a difference.
But there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it put him. It seemed like there's a bit of a low ceiling over there on the
Yeah, I mean,
side now.
even if there's just straight up dirt instead of that concrete, he would have been where I was, and I did not have a difficult putt.
Right.
Nothing in my way, and maybe 15 feet. So
he's going to settle for a 3. A little bit of a misstep, but also kind of an unfortunate break for him.
a little bit, yeah.
Jake's just got a little tap in here. A couple small pump fakes and in.
Yep.
Sweet birdie for Jake Lazzo. Moving over to hole 12. The shape of this shot, I think, is really interesting. You almost have to throw a hyzer into a hyzer inside of this tree. Spike hyzer rarely gets all the way there. It can.
Yeah.
But something that stands up and continues to fly left instead of kind of falling straight down left, I think that's the play. 381, effectively, you don't have to throw it, but 300, 320.
Yeah, it's a unique hole.
So we see McBeth taking Luna here, and you can see, yeah, that high hyzer, that's just continuing to push left. And that is long.
Just a little bit long.
Yeah, but not bad. He's actually putting back uphill at the basket. Certainly the preferable side to be putting from that distance.
Yeah, from afar, this green looks like it's just on top of this spine almost. But then you walk up there and you realize, yeah, it's the whole back.
Yeah.
Not just the spine.
Mm-hmm.
There's some lats in there, some, other, like deltoids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Those are muscles.
Yeah. There's a little more flesh, not just bone.
Mm-hmm. Correct. It's a good shape for Jake Lazzo, and then another good one for Isaac. That bush is right around 45-ish feet, 50. Downhill death behind the basket, but looking right at it.
I'm going Explorer again.
And this is a pure angle. Little bit of a smash late there in the flight. It dropped pretty abruptly.
Right.
But you're still, circle's edge, maybe a little outside.
Yeah. I think
right?
I think I was a couple feet outside the circle.
Sweet. It's about 55 for McBeth.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, another one of those 55 feels like 70.
yeah, but he almost makes it.
That's such a valiant effort from Isaac. It's so easy to roll away, even to the road from back there.
And we just can't get off the cage here.
Yeah, combined 4 inches low for those two putts. Just outside the circle for you. Call it a combined 6 inches low.
Not stoked.
You're playing Dance Dance Revolution, and your Explorer was one of the inputs.
Yeah.
You hit it right on time.
Oops.
I understand that though. Like that's a putt you want to make, especially when you're having a pretty good round, but not the best you've had. This would be a nice momentum boost.
For sure. Yeah. That's pretty much what I was thinking. Was I put myself in a decent position.
Yeah.
Just couldn't quite convert.
Moving over to hole 13, the only other par 4 on the course, 540 feet. This is playing as the second easiest hole on the day. Most players are just going to throw something that tries to kind of beat that right side corner and give them an easy upshot. You can also play kind of straight out past the path. Those are kind of the two typical plays.
And we're looking at a slight headwind.
Here's an atypical play. McBeth going, headwind, hyzer flip up toward the green. By the way, this hole is 540 into a headwind, and he's about 25 out.
Yeah. That was a Kong, and he just got just such a great rip on it.
Yeah, that's let's take a second to talk about how good that was, because the answer to that is very good.
It was very good.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
See, Jake's tee shot is very that's a great tee shot.
That's pretty good too. Yeah.
That's a great tee shot, and McBeth is 150 feet further and all the way up the hill than that.
Yeah. Kansas City has a kind of a theme to it as far as the golf goes, of playing across these valleys like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, McBeth just penetrated across the whole valley, pretty much played it like it was just a normal flat hole, and he got the right power on the disc to get that turn, and then the wind just picked it up, and it was such a great play.
Yeah, that's incredible. We see Isaac's turning a bit early. Yours got a late limb kick down. You still got a lot of distance on it, but that probably robbed you of about another 30 feet.
Yeah.
But still,
I
mean, 4 great drives here. Well, 3 great drives and 1 unconscious drive.
And 1 really great drive.
Yes. Not a bad upshot there for Isaac, but a little bit left, and he's putting at the woods line, which is OB, really tight to the basket. I mean, no more than 15 feet. Jake has hit a railroad tie behind the basket, and that's just kind of right on back down the hill.
Yeah, he kind of came in with a little bit too steep of a hyzer angle, and he just hit the ground and decided to roll.
Deputy up for you, just kind of floating it?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to go Greg Barsby on him.
Yeah, channel Greg Barsby.
Yeah, and just toss it in. Jake for 3.
Yeah, unfortunate roll away for him. He's going to settle for 4, but here we are with McBeth from a knee, about 25 feet out.
Yeah, it's nice to know that he's human and he doesn't. And great drive, but
at least it's like a little bit stymied. No worries. I'll just go ahead and make the eagle.
That's a nice stab putt around that bush.
Yeah, only eagle on the day, and that has to be one of the only eagles that's ever occurred on this hole. Certainly the only one that was actually putting. That was. Maybe someone made a circle 2 putt, but that's got to be the best drive thrown on that hole ever.
For sure.
Yeah. Isaac with a great putt there, probably circle's edge. You can see the OB right behind. Stabs it in the heart. Well done. I did not mean for that to be so violent.
Heart stab. Shout out to my bro, Paul Uliberry. I'm hoping for a nice, speedy recovery and a successful rehab.
Definitely. Hole 14, downhill 485 feet, playing straight into a headwind at this point. This is playing as the 4th most difficult hole on the day with a 3.45 scoring average. The distance isn't the difficulty so much as judging the height of your drive.
Right. The landing.
Yeah, you get it too high, it could go all the way down left. If you turn it over a bit much, it could be well across the road, right?
Yeah. And you might see there's a couple white flags right there about 60 feet out from the basket. That's the drop zone. If your tee shot lands out of bounds, you got to go to the drop zone.
Yeah, so you can't just blast one just straight at the basket and go OB behind, take your circle 3. Ooh, that's a tough skip for Isaac. He's safe. Okay.
And yeah.
So,
okay, safe.
But yeah, you can't just blast one straight at the basket and take your easy circle 3. Pretty punitive there.
Yes, rather punitive. I'm going back to that Explorer. Not quite enough hyzer. It kind of turns over a little bit, and I was
cruising.
I was certain that it was out of bounds. I
kind of wave it off in disgust there.
Waved it. I tried to wave it off and move on, but then they told me it was safe.
Nice.
And
one guy down there was flexing for you.
Yeah.
and we didn't know if that meant safe or out.
Yeah, we weren't sure. Yeah, we weren't sure what it meant, but I mean, respect.
Yeah, respect, bro. And this is a well-judged tee shot for Jake. That's going to be right around circle 2, just a layup for 3. Now you've got the road just to your right.
Road to my right. Fast green.
Yeah, that's
low ceiling.
The touch required to execute that shot is crazy. Like that's a very, very impressive shot. Doesn't look that way on the camera, but I can tell you that it is. And same for Isaac. Even got a little bit of ground action, but he's going to be 20 feet or so.
Mm-hmm. Just fine. And this is kind of like a jump putt layup again.
Yeah, that's really the only play from there. McBeth's eyeing this up like he wants to make it.
Yeah.
He's on a hot streak. Just
well.
carded the eagle. He kind of gave it a floaty run. Catches edge. That is going to be OB for McBeth.
Luckily, he does not have to go to the drop zone.
Yeah, it's only on tee shots.
Only on tee shots. I tried telling him that, and he
didn't think it was funny?
I'm still shaken a little bit by the look that he gave me.
Yeah, so he's in for 4. That's going to be giving a stroke away, but, probably call it a wash from getting an eagle on the hole before.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's a great 3 save.
Thank you.
Only 7% of the field taking birdie 2s here. 5 people taking 2s.
Wow.
In fact, 45% of the field taking bogey or worse. So, yeah, quite a difficult hole.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving on to a less difficult hole, hole 15, 290 uphill, playing at a 2.8 scoring average. Big hyzer is available for the righties. You can also take a roller or a little kind of hyzer flip down the middle. I'd say that's the more technical tight line, but it's available.
Yeah. And we got some interesting wind that I don't know. It affects the hyzer line a little bit. And wow, that thing had some power.
That was cruising.
That smacked that tree and stayed within the circle.
Yeah, I think the tailwind was keeping a lot of hyzers from getting as far left as you really want them to. So you're taking that flex.
Hyzers are boring.
Might as well just throw it down the gut. Oh my goodness. That's such a great shot. That's the line looks available here. It's a difficult shot.
It's tight. Yeah, it's tight. Yeah. And honestly, I kind of wish there was a mandatory on this hole to keep people from doing that hyzer route because, I mean, just safety-wise, you throw that hyzer over 14's fairway.
Yeah, that's true.
But then, really, I mean, it's a little boring. What's a big hyzer? Cool.
What's the challenge? Oh, okay, well, that's good.
But, yeah.
I mean, if it's there, might as well execute it.
Right.
Great shot for McBeth. Getting back on the birdie train. Jump putt from Jake to lay up. There's not really much more to do from there. Isaac is about at circle's edge here.
I love that guy in the blue. He's guaranteed Isaac did not know he was there when he was putting.
Yeah, which means he did his job.
Yeah.
And you're inside 10 feet. That's a great birdie. Oh, thanks.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks, man. A bunch of people in the audience or in the gallery saying, "Oh, yeah, good job, AJ." And you're like, "It's Officer Risley."
Officer Risley. I mean,
please address me as such.
Not yet. Police Academy starts on Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I'm hoping for one day. Birdie Patrol. Officer Risley reporting
Paul
for...
McBeth will be your first recruit to Birdie Patrol. Hole 16, 299. This hole doesn't seem like it should play difficult, and it does. Crosswind coming off of the right side, but it feels like a headwind on the box.
Right.
Road on the right, that is OB all the way down.
Road and beyond.
Yes, correct. So this is really just aim something overstable at that tree by the basket and hope that it moves left. And yours is a little bit right of that and just didn't quite get left for you. Caught grass up by the basket, so you'll be right around circle's edge, but that is out of bounds.
Yeah. It caught the grass, so it wasn't
not a disaster.
Right. It wasn't a complete shank.
Yeah.
It was just a little wide, a little low.
Yeah, not bad.
And this is a nice play. Paul McBeth playing maybe not uber safe, but safe enough to where OB never in question. And really, he's looking at 25 feet.
Yeah.
Which he's very capable of dropping in.
Yeah, he's made some of those. This is a drone from Isaac, even slightly closer than McBeth there. The difficulty with playing that hyzer side is it's easy to get a skip up the hill and have no putt, or even be every 30-footer here feels terrifying because you have the green running away to the road behind.
Yeah.
Jake with a nice hyzer angle, probably looking like the best of the bunch. Hits right by the basket. Yeah, huge skip.
Finds the turbo skip.
It's just off the top for Jake, and that finds the road.
Yeah.
He's going to have that coming back for 4. That's your putt for 3. Well done. I gave you a little fist pump. I was excited for you.
I was just asking if you heard me say drop, and then because I said I let go, said drop, and it dropped.
Oh, nice. I did not.
It was kind of cool.
Beth, great conversion there.
Yeah. And yeah, that's, you know, when you're as good of a putter as he is, especially inside the circle, you can afford to put your disc at 25 feet.
Yeah.
No problem.
Exactly. Play a little safer.
Yeah.
Knowing that you've got a confident look at it. Same for Isaac. Great deuce there. Yeah, you can see how much the basket was below his feet and how much the basket is above Jake's head here.
Yes. Good point. Oh. And yep, that kind of bit him a little bit.
That's a tough break for Jake. Taking it in stride, he's going to walk over. This is for his 5. Yeah, that's a double. Tough one to take it on, but it's very possible.
I'd just like to point out that the rest of us only took 2 throws to get it in the basket, so
Wow.
cool.
Dang, man. So, hole 17, Mando tree that forces you left, and then the basket is down to the right. Sidewalk and beyond is out of bounds, as is the road. This is kind of a touchy distance, I feel like, because it's a low ceiling. You want to get it high enough to get there, but you get it too high and you can find it, too far to the right down by the road.
And we do have this Mando tree right in the middle of the fairway. We got to go left of it. I don't know. You didn't mention. Did you mention
I did.
that? Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's all good, man.
I just woke up.
That's Luna for Paul McBeth, and this is, I believe, Undertaker for Isaac. And that's plenty safe, but now a really difficult downhill approach.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty steep downhill, and I mean...
It's a tight green.
Yeah, the sidewalk is only 20 feet past the basket. You're taking Gobi here?
Gobi.
A little too much want on that one. There's a chance it hits that curb and slides all the way back in, which would have been sweet.
Possibly, yeah. That would have been very nice.
But yeah, just a little too much turnover there.
Mm-hmm.
Jake with a good-looking backhand. I'm kind of surprised he didn't take the forehand here. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got the big skip potential, but he's got a really good forehand, and that's a great shape for this one.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like he would have been able to drop it in there just fine.
Yeah. So stepper for you. Kind of half run.
Yeah. I probably should have gone with the Greg Barsby throw in.
That's fair. So here's a 60-footer, maybe 70 for McBeth. Might as well run it.
He's got a line. Yeah, and he
my
found the
goodness.
basket.
If that doesn't hit the basket, there's a good chance it goes OB, but he doesn't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jake with
Oh.
another good run. Wow, I don't know if I ever run the putts that they're running right now. Like, that's so impressive. Isaac just trying to lay it up.
Ooh, oh.
Ooh, and that finds OB. Unfortunate break for Isaac there. He's going to have about a 20-footer coming back for his bogey 4. Tough break for Isaac. He's had a fantastic round up to that point. That's just a small blemish on the card.
Yep.
See a little disappointment on his face, but
Yeah.
still a good round.
He told me afterwards that he wasn't running that at all. Like you said,
Right.
It was a pure layup, and yeah, it just kind of got a little turbo bounce on him.
Yep.
Found the OB.
It's like when you're playing Mario Kart and you time the start just perfectly.
Mhm.
That boost. That's what happened.
Yeah. He should have.
Should have just waited for, the green.
Yeah. Or just hit the gas before 2.
Ooh, a little too early.
And but then he would have had the same putt. Would have
whatever.
burned out.
Hole 18, 328, plays like much more than 328.
Oh yeah, because we're going way uphill. You can tell by the look of this basket in the green here. A lot of ground right behind it. So yeah, going pretty far uphill, tight tunnel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is playing as the 9th most difficult hole in the day, but still playing over par, 3.05 scoring average. McBeth put a beautiful line on this. And you don't throw that sort of shot unless you've got the elite type of power. I mean, that's
a
just
lot of power. Yeah,
that's smashed to get inside the circle.
Yeah, and that first tree right there it's in your face.
Right. I mean, most of the time you're not really thinking, I would hit that even if I missed, but it's in your head.
Yes, for sure.
So Jake's hit the tree just behind that. Isaac's thrown a beautiful line, nice and high, carrying left.
Great looking line. And
yeah, great speed, and that's circle's edge, and it's going to feel like a 50-foot.
Yes. I'm going Lucid Raider.
A little wide for you there.
Yeah, that tree got in my head.
But getting through. Bottom of the hill,
right.
You're about 55 there.
Not the worst result.
Jake trying to run it up there.
Yeah, might as well.
It's a great second shot. He should be able to save par from there. And you've got some limbs down in your face that are preventing you from just normally putting this.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was a little bit of the limbs, but man, again, this green is just so steep uphill. I mean, like you said, I was maybe 50 feet out, but it felt like 80.
Yeah. Great birdie for McBeth to finish up. That's going to take him to 11 under par. That's a 45, unofficially, as of the time of this recording, 1082 rated.
1082.
That's pretty good. You're going to finish up with a score 52, 4 under par.
Yep, and right around my rating, 1017.
Mm-hmm. Isaac's going to finish 5 under par at the time of recording, 1026.
Mm-hmm.
Jake didn't have his best day on the course today. He's put together much better rounds, but that's going to end up being a 971. So fantastic stuff from our feature card. Some highlight reel stuff from McBeth, and then some solid play from you guys otherwise. Yeah. So he's going to take the lead going into tomorrow. Here's a little bit of a spoiler, but you can check UDisc.
Right.
But yeah, here we go. Chris Clemens.
Hey.
He's sitting at 8 under after the first. He's going to be joined by Nico LaCastro and Zach Johnson on the lead card. Rounding out the top 10, some of those same guys we were talking about, along with Cameron Messerschmidt and Andrew Presnell jumping up into that second card. And today, you and I are going to be playing together.
Ah, yes. I can't wait.
I also can't wait. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our coverage of the Kansas City Wide Open presented by Discraft. If you haven't done so already, come on, just hit the subscribe button, man.
Just do it.
Ring the bell, and we'll be back with some more coverage tomorrow.